Hi, I'm Emily Johnston. I'm an environmentalist who is proud to work at Bruce Power. I'm also a working mom who lives in a small Ontario town where I grew up. The cost of electricity for Ontario families and businesses is an important issue across the province, as families work to balance their many household expenses and businesses are working harder than ever to remain competitive and strong. Because I work in the industry, I'm often asked by friends and neighbors to help make sense of their power bills. There are really three parts to your bill. The electricity charges is the actual power that you use. This accounts for about half of a typical bill. We generate electricity in Ontario from a number of sources. Nuclear providing 60% of our power. Hydro is about 1/3, and the rest comes from natural gas, wind, solar, and biomass. However, when we average this out over the year and when electricity is used, the cost of electricity for a household averages out to about 11 cents per kilowatt hour. In fact, if you received 100% of the electricity portion of your bill from nuclear, the cost of your electricity bill would dramatically drop. The delivery charge portion of your bill includes the cost of infrastructure like you see here to move the electricity from the generating stations to your home. If you live in a more remote and less populated area, you probably pay a bit more than someone living in a more populated urban area. The regulatory charges are used to pay for the cost of services to operate our provincial electricity system and ensure the grid is able to meet supply and demand 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It also includes long-term planning and key operational items to protect the system, like cybersecurity. Bruce Power sells all of its electricity under a controlled contract with Ontario's Independent Electricity System Operator. The 6.6 cents per kilowatt hour we were paid in 2016 covers all investment the company has made in the site, operating costs, and the funding of all long-term liabilities as required in the company's lease with the province. We receive no other revenue from our electricity generation and no subsidy from the government. Our price includes everything. Now on to what we are proud to do at Bruce Power. We generate 30% of Ontario's electricity at 30% below the average residential cost. Bruce Power and the electricity we provide Ontario families and businesses is part of the solution over both the short and long term to provide a source of low-cost, stable electricity. We don't take our role for granted and work hard every day to find ways of delivering our role safer, more efficiently, and at a better cost.